Hi everybody, it's Mo back with another podcast. Today I'm gonna do something fun and I literally thought about it in my dream. It sounded so cool. I was like, what? I didn't even think about this. So I live in a small town and I'm basically gonna go around in the small shops and go interview people if they're willing to interview. If not, then I'll just get something and talk about the place while I'm in there. So I probably gonna do 15 segments, so 15-minute segments, so 15 minutes at one place and then 15 minutes at the other. I don't know what place is open, so I'm not even gonna mention anything because it's a small town, so I don't know if they're open or not. So I'm literally just gonna go walk around and check and see what's open and what's not. I know for sure the Mexican restaurant is open, so maybe we could go in there. They don't speak English that well, but I've worked there for a year, I think, or 2 years. So I'm gonna just maybe talk about it myself and how the lifestyle is there. And I'm probably asking two questions just to see how their experience is from not living at home but living in a small town now. So maybe I could do that. I know a few of them miss being at home, so I'll just interview them about that. Um, so I honestly don't remember when these places were built, so I'll also ask them that because I don't remember. I think the Mexican restaurant opened in 2022. No, I think it was 2023. Yeah, that sounds right. I hope it was right. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah. I was actually supposed to DJ there tonight, but it's fine. It's fine. So I'm also dressed up. I'm gonna wear my red coat and I'm gonna wear probably some little heels or something. It is raining outside, sadly, and I'm wearing a dress. But I wanted to be somewhat dressed up and not just wearing some jean shorts or whatever. So right now I'm in my basement like usual. I'm bringing my light stand that I have on right now. So I need to find my cube. So I'm not looking ghetto, just bringing this whole thing in there and then it not be able to plug into something. But honestly, it probably will be fine. We could just have the window and it have natural light instead of with a ring light, but who knows. And I'm also recording on my phone, so hopefully this isn't terrible. I feel like it won't be. It's been slaying. What else was I gonna say? Oh yeah, about my life. Recently, I should have said that first. I did not get my internship for the summer, so I was gonna take 2 summer classes, but now I'm taking 1 summer class in the summer, which is finance, and then in the fall I'm taking 15 credit hours for school, and then for an internship I'm taking, it's a 3 credit hour thing, so in total 18. And then in spring I'm supposed to be taking, I was going to take 10 hours, but my summer class got moved over there, so now it's I think 15. But if I do the intern, it's going to be 16. I don't remember what she said. I think it was going to be 13 without the intern. I don't remember. But yeah, that's life chat. I've had a lot of gigs. Last night I quote unquote DJ'd at the freaking middle school. That was pretty fun. I'm not saying quote unquote on it was a bad thing, but my apps were blocked, so I was really struggling playing music, and because the school has everything blocked, so I was trying my hardest to play what I could. I had downloaded music, but they weren't clean, so that sucked. And I DJ'd a school dance before, don't get me wrong. I left my hard drive here with all my clean school music songs, but they were they're old. I bet none of these kids know that music. So, and I'm also I'm so all over the place right now. I'm letting you guys know my life right now. Okay, don't think I'm hopping all over the place. Okay? Don't think that. But I basically, oh, what was I saying? Okay, so I stream off Spotify onto Serato. So I don't have that much downloaded music because I had my dad's friend's old computer that had like a whole bunch of music on it, but that crashed. So it's just because like it didn't have no more space anymore. It was getting really hot because it's really old. So I moved some music over, but not all of it onto a hard drive. So it's just like annoying. But I don't know. I feel like I should just use streamed stuff, but I'm trying to I might move over to Tidal now so I could also download music so I don't have to have Wi-Fi just to play it safe because I don't want to constantly ask people for Wi-Fi. I'm also getting a new hotspot thing because I'm DJing out in the country here soon, so I really do need a hotspot. And I have to pay for school. So if you need me to DJ, let me know because I have to pay for school. This is like the only way I can make a lot of money at once to pay for school. I'm in so much debt in school life. I'm just kidding. It's like not bad, but I'm being over dramatic. But school is expensive and I'm graduating next year. So I'm gladly excited about that. Honestly, UMKC has done me good and I had no issues there. Like the only issue I had was with one English teacher. If you're seeing this, I do not like you. I'm sorry, but you're really rude and I should have turned you into the school. Anyways, I'm not going to explain what happened because if I do, then he'll probably actually get in trouble. I don't even remember his name, so. Anyways, let's move on here. That's basically what's going on in my life right now. And now I'll be going to these little shops to go interview people. Hopefully they're willing to interview because I don't know, I feel like they're not busy right now, so I'm not trying to be rude, but like we're in a small town, so I feel like they can interview. I hope, please. I hope. It's gonna be so cool because hopefully there's like somebody that's been working there for a while too. We'll see. Here we go. Okay, today I'm here with
Cassie, where?
We're at the Hot Off the Press, and they have been open for how long have you guys been open?
We opened in 2019.
Oh, wow. So they've been open for a while, and they get a lot of business from what I hear, like, all the time. Like, everyone's here. They have regulars that come in. Seems like you're, like, mostly, like, with older people, like, kind of vibe, you know?
Yeah.
It looks like every time I come in, there's always, like, older people, like, enjoying breakfast and everything, just good vibes.
Yes. We do definitely have, like, a very strong senior and older customer base.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
What inspired you to, well, not you, but, like, what inspired everyone to start the business in a small town?
So my uncle is the business owner, and was always his dream to open, like, a coffee shop / sandwich shop so that he could just have a place for the community to gather and just kind of, can just socialize and enjoy each other's company.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. In a small town, too.
Yeah.
How long have you been in the business for, like, in this business?
Me personally,
yeah.
Or the business owner?
Well, either or. We could just say either or.
So I have worked in, like, a coffee shop / diner type place on and off for maybe, like, 6 or 7 years. And it's pretty fun. I like making coffee drinks and making yummy food for people.
Yeah.
So, and then my uncle, he retired from a previous job that he'd had for a long time at Gill Studios and then opened the coffee shop here.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
And, like, they also have, I wouldn't say competition, but they have another coffee shop here, too. And then they have a Mexican restaurant. So, like, there's all, like, a whole bunch of businesses going on, which is pretty cool how they're still, like, running. Oh.
Sorry.
They're still going.
Yeah.
They got this.
We try to, like, kind of make sure that we don't do the same things as other people in town, just so that, we're not stepping on toes. We like to offer people a variety of things.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Um, what makes your business unique compared to bigger cities or chains?
Well, our coffee blend is one that my uncle and his family, when they were starting the shop, they went up to Messenger Coffee in Kansas City and tested out a bunch of different coffees and made their own specific blend just for our shop. It's called the Wellsville blend.
Wow.
So,
I didn't even know that.
yeah.
What's the biggest challenge of running a business in a small town?
Just it's a small town,
Yeah.
so we don't get like a ton of people. I mean, we don't get a lot of people that are just in Wellsville to just go to a coffee shop.
Yeah.
So we just kind of have to rely on, regulars mostly, and then trying to just put stuff on Facebook and promote where we can, and word of mouth for sure. So
Yeah, that's gonna be one of our
Yeah.
social media questions.
yeah.
What's the biggest what's the best part about owning a business here?
I'm not the business owner, but I would say probably just having people in the community who, my uncle has people that he went to school with, that knew him when he was like just a little kid, who still come in here and visit and come in and drink coffee or have breakfast or whatever. So it's just kind of neat that, almost anybody who's going to walk in the door. And so it's just kind of like, not like Cheers the Bar, but it kind of feels like that sort of in a way that, it's just very familiar.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they have I feel like everyone knows everyone here. So
Yeah.
Once you see somebody all the time, you're like, hey, I know you. Like I walked in, I'm like, it's DJ's, come out.
Yep.
How important is community support to your business?
It's pretty much what keeps us going.
Yeah.
Because without the community support, we probably wouldn't be open in a small town. So just having regular customers who know you and just love what we do, so they come in almost every day sometimes.
Yeah.
So
I feel like Facebook has a really big part for you guys because those little groups that they have, I see you guys post in there too. So it gets you guys a lot of business.
Yes. Social media definitely helps.
Yeah. Do you feel like customers in small towns are more loyal to you?
I would say yes, because I think because they know us. Even if if we're having a bad day and something's a little burnt or it doesn't go quite as well as it might have the day before, they're pretty forgiving because they know you, so
Yeah.
they're just like, oh, I know it might not be perfect today, but it's your heart's in the right place, and we always do what we can to make things right anyway. But it's just, I don't know, if you are in a big city and you stop someplace and you have a bad experience, you would maybe never go back. But it's kind of nice to just know that community and people are just there for you to, I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Yeah.
How has the town changed since you first opened?
Well, there have been other restaurants and businesses that have come in, so that, again, kind of affects customer base, but it's great to have, we're always happy to see other businesses come to town because we are in a small town, so
Yeah.
you like to see new things. So I think the town has grown a bit in the last 7 years.
Yeah, it has.
Since COVID and everything, we kind of had kind of a boom of people that moved here at that time. So more customers, I guess, more people in town, and I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's really changed in town, but I'm not sure.
I don't think so. I mean,
Yeah.
the Mexican restaurant came in, and then they just added that new coffee shop, and then we just got it A&W, guys.
A&W,
Yeah.
cheese curds.
Yeah, haven't had them yet. What role do local businesses play in keeping a small town alive?
Oh, well, I know personally we do in the winter a drive for the teens for Christmas to get them, gloves and hats and different just things that teens might want, even chapsticks and lotions and body sprays. So we do a drive for teenagers in the winter. I know that anytime there's something for the school, some kind of a fundraiser, my uncle donates money to that to just help the community in that way. Toy drives, we do those too. So just trying to give back to the community any way that we can when there's a need.
That is so sweet of you guys. Yeah. That is really nice. I didn't know you guys did that. That's actually, so if you guys want to help out, make sure you guys do. What's a memorable interaction you've had with a customer?
Well, the other day we were really busy, and there was an elderly couple in here, and they're really sweet. They're some regulars of ours, and I was just working my butt off, wiping down tables and everything, and he just came up and just like handed me money, and he was just like, I can really tell that you're working hard, and I just want you to have that. But he is just a sweet old guy, and I just, sometimes in a small town, when most of your customers are elderly people, your tip might be like 3 pennies sometimes, because that's just their change.
Yeah.
And so it's just sometimes kind of nice to get a little more money, but that's not why I'm here, because it's really, they're just sweet. It's nice to see the same people every day. And then, if they don't come in when they're, 75 years old, if they don't come in, you're kind of like, uh-oh, are they going to be back? And we certainly have had that. We have a gentleman that passed away that was our regular, and we have a plaque out on one of our tables for Earl because he was just such a sweet man. And so one of our tables has a little memorial for him because he was just adorable. And
I'll show you guys. We're gonna show.
Yes.
That is so cute. It almost made me cry.
Yeah.
How do you advertise your business? Like you said on social media, but
yes, we do. We do have a Facebook page. We do have a TikTok, but some of the girls who were running the TikTok, the teenagers, aren't working here anymore, and the rest of us aren't as we're not as TikTok savvy, I should say. So word of mouth, definitely. Sometimes I know there's a little banner outside of the sign outside of town. I think they kind of rotate, like advertising for that on it. And then I believe there is a paper. I think he advertises in a paper too, but I can't remember what paper it is. Maybe, does Ottawa still have a paper?
Yeah, I think they do.
It's probably the Ottawa paper then. So it's mostly just like social media stuff and then word of mouth because, Yeah,
you guys need to come here and try it.
It's really good. We use everything is pretty much just like fresh ingredients and pretty simple stuff, but it's really good. Sandwiches and...
Oh my god, when I don't know what sandwich it was. I think it had salami in it or whatever.
Italian?
Yeah, I think so. I literally was drooling while eating it. It was just like so good. It's
a good sandwich.
I actually want one, but I'm gonna wait till after. That's other. Do you think wait, you already answered that too. Well, I feel like, okay. Has inflation or rising prices affected your business?
It has. I feel like, from a personal standpoint, I find it harder sometimes to go out and pay for things. But I know, to go out and buy a sandwich, out. But yes, we have had to raise our prices. Finally, for the first time since we opened, we're raising the price of our coffee, which is kind of sad. But it just... there's what can you do?
Yeah.
So yeah, it has. We've had to raise our prices a little bit on stuff and just to keep up with the costs.
Not trying to hate on Starbucks or anything, but I feel like you guys are not even that pricey at all compared to that. And if these people complain about your guys' prices, that's crazy because then they go to Starbucks and spend $11 there.
Yeah.
So.
Most of the time I don't think we have an issue. People are pretty well are fine with paying it because they don't have to leave Wellsville. We're just, you can go 3 blocks down the street and get your coffee. So, yeah.
What's the hardest financial part of owning a small business?
I'm going to kind of guess on this one, I think, a little bit. I would say it's probably just keeping, employee wages competitive and keeping the price of the food and stuff down, our menu item prices down, and being able to pay people and pay for the cost of everything. Just trying to manage that, without, making sure the restaurant still has some kind of profit to keep the lights on.
Yeah.
And so that would be my guess, I would say.
Yeah, she's not the...
I'm not the owner.
Yeah, she works here, but... What advice would you give someone wanting to open a small business?
So I spoke briefly with my cousin about this, and she just was saying, make sure your customer service is like the most important thing, like make it right, be very willing to work with customer and give them what they want, and just kind of pay attention to what the needs of the community are in a way too, just like what seems to work. Does that
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Where do you see your business in 5 years?
So I again kind of asked her about that one too, and she said probably doing about the same thing we're doing now. Maybe trying a few different sandwiches to, diversify the menu a little. But we kind of like our classics seem to do pretty good, so probably hopefully just kind of staying where we're at, still giving back to the community. Hopefully, just providing everybody with yummy food and drinks.
Yeah. I mean, that's all you can do.
Exactly.
What motivates you to keep going during difficult times?
The customers. Definitely the people who come through the door every day and have a smile on their face. They're happy to see you. Or if they don't have a smile on their face, maybe we have the opportunity to put a smile on their face. Maybe that's why they came in, because they were feeling, having a rough day, and they know they're going to know who's in here and that we're going to give them a smile and something tasty and warm. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Definitely the customers.
That is for sure. They always make your day.
Yeah.
Anyways, thank you so much. I had a great time interviewing you. And I'm going to show you guys what it looks like in here. I might wait until, those customers leave, so I'm not, getting a video of them. But, yeah, I'll show around.
Thank you. People know you.
And then I get out. Jamie and Libby got that as part of the deal.
Hey guys, today I am at Las Catrinas, the Mexican restaurant in Wellsville. They have been open since March, I think 2023, and I first started working here as a busser, and I think it's pretty cool how they opened up a Mexican restaurant in a small town like this. I feel like I did see them go through their ups and downs, not like they struggled or anything, but obviously inflation and everything, yeah, it does get hard. So I wanted to talk about what I seen a lot of spirit inside this business and how they worked at and things, and I feel like they did good, to be honest. I've DJ'd here a couple times. I DJ'd for their anniversary, Cinco de Mayo, and I feel like those were their busiest times where they made a lot of money, and I watched them grow in those times. My friends also waitressed here, so I also see them guys during rushes. They're always hustling, always making money. I've also seen a lot of people not tip that good here, which waitresses and waiters don't make that much money, so make sure you tip, because that's also a big problem with working. Sometimes, well, they work all day. My friends used to work doubles and stuff. They mostly work doubles because they don't really have anyone, and working all day and not getting enough tips is not really that good, because you're over here getting paid by the hour and then your paycheck is low because of that. So also think about that when you're coming to a business like this. Make sure you tip a lot of money. I feel like in this business, what makes it unique is that they have regulars, and all these people in the small town come in and they support their businesses, especially in Wellsville. Like, everyone posts everything. Like, I feel like they have a big part on social media. I feel like their social media blows up, so I see them growing a lot, and I see a lot of people from out of town come here, especially when I DJ. I see a lot of new people. I feel like what has a big part is like I feel like softball and basketball and golf and football and like all those sports. Like, when they have sporting events, like those people that come out of town, they also support the business and come and eat in here. Like, after a game, I always see that happening. I feel like the biggest challenge about running a business like this is basically you have to keep your regulars most of the time, because if you don't, then that's how you run out of business and everything. So the best part about owning a business like this in town is also just like seeing these customers every day, and like, I don't know, like, when I worked here, I loved seeing everyone, and I feel like that's just like the best part about working here. Like I said, our community always helps us around the town, so that's pretty nice. The town has changed since they first opened. I feel like we have new businesses coming in, like, a lot, and I don't know, I feel like seeing new faces is always fun. I don't think they've ever, like, from what I've seen, I don't see them struggling. Like, everyone, their regulars are always here. They come on certain days, or they come every day, whatever it is. When I was here, a memorable interaction I had with somebody was them tipping me and telling them, them telling me that, I know you've been having a bad day, or like saying that I've been like struggling or whatever, and they tipped me, like, I think it's $50, and I was so appreciated, because I think I was waitressing that day. Yeah, I was waitressing that day, and they tipped me, and I don't know, it was just like, it made my day. They were so sweet. They're like, you're always running around, you're so nice and everything. So I thought that was pretty cool. They advertise on social media by like taking videos of their specials. So like, if they have like food items or alcohol, they usually record it and they post it on Facebook, and usually our community like repost it or share it to their social media so people can see like what's going on here. I think that is pretty cool, and I feel like social media has helped them grow, because without like Facebook and them like telling people on Facebook, because they have, like I said, they have like groups here, so they have like a Wellsville group and like a different group and a different group, so they all post on there about like what's going on here. So I feel like that has a big part. I feel like a word of mouth also helped out a lot here. Like, when they first opened, people were telling people like, oh my gosh, they're opening up a Mexican restaurant, so that also helped out. Also, like, when people talk about foods or like deals that they're having here, or specials that they're having here, they usually do word of mouth too. Like, everybody knows everyone here, so, and it gets around pretty fast, so I can't answer the other questions because this is for like the owner to answer, which is are not available right now, and they don't speak English well, so I am trying to help them out as much as I can. But yeah, I don't honestly, for like you opening up a small town business like this, I feel like they would say just stay strong and keep going. Don't let yourself down, because if you do, then you're gonna crash. So I feel like that's something that they would say, because they worked really hard, and they also opened up another like Las Catrinas in Emporia, Kansas. So that also like helped out a lot too. They have 2 restaurants now. I don't know if they're gonna open up another one. I know a lot of the cooks and one of the managers went over there, and his wife. So I feel like that also helped a lot. Anyways, this is Las Catrinas Mexican restaurant. I can't really say much because I don't want to like say something that I'm wrong in. So maybe I'll have them answer some questions over text, and I'll do like a voiceover, and we'll see how that works out. Hey guys, today I'm here with Michelle with the Torn Edge, and today I'm going to be asking her some questions. What inspired you to start your business in a small town?
Well, COVID kind of defined everything for both Bert and myself. There's 2 businesses here in our shop, but kind of happened accidentally, honestly. We had a little pop-up shop at the end of COVID because we're both makers, so we're constantly making stuff. Well, at that point, we were constantly making stuff. And from there, it's just like we had a little pop-up shop in Gardner. It was very temporary, and the building sold, and I'm like, I don't want to move this stuff back home. So Barb had mentioned to me that they had a space down here. I'm like, might go down and check it out, because I love Wellsville. I grew up in Franklin County, so I've always loved Wellsville.
Yeah, Wellsville is a good community to start your business in. How long have you been in a business for?
Well, I had a really great corporate paying job, and I started one night making some teacher's gifts on my kitchen table about 2009, 10, somewhere in there. And then I just started making more stuff, and those pieces started telling the life story of me, learning how to love me for me. And that was about 2012. And then I thought, maybe I should do something with this. And then people started asking me to make them stuff. And then here I had this great idea to leave that great paying job and my corporate money to start my own business. In 2014, I left and came full time.
And that is so cool.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
So I went from working in the hotel world to going from town to town with my van and my trailer, unloading stuff and taking showers at truck stops and sleeping in the back of my truck. Yeah, that was crazy.
That's the best way to start.
Yep.
What makes your business unique compared to bigger cities or chains?
Well, it's pieces of me. This store tells a story of me, the things that I grew up with that I love, the things that I love now, and of course the future things that I didn't know I loved, but when I ordered it, I love it. And it tells them the future story. Kind of like this future golden girl shirt. I'm not a golden girl yet, but future, I will be. But seriously, it is a representation of me, and big box stores are exactly what they are. They have duplicate everything everywhere.
That's true. What's the biggest challenge of running a business in a small town?
Balancing my time. That's really tough. From the people you want to have conversations with, to getting product out, to doing accounting and everything like that. And it's not even just small town, that's just business in general.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any drawbacks of having, other than learning how to balance time with everything. But that's not just small town, that's any town,
Yeah.
big or small.
Yeah, it's true. What's the biggest part about owning a business here?
The community, their support. I like the feel of the town. What was the question again? I would just want to make sure I'm hitting it right.
What's the best part about owning a business here?
It comes back to the people every time. They support you in ways that you didn't anticipate them to support, whether they bring in somebody when they have company or stopping by to say hi, how are you doing? It's just people care.
Yeah.
That matters.
That's so cute. How important is community support to your business?
I think it's very important. We have these great speakers outside that kind of give you a hug of music when you first get out. So that's part of our community because that's part of what the city provides.
Yeah.
Our downtown area. We have so many walkers that walk by and then they pop in and say hi, how are you doing? You know, just people just checking in on us. Hopefully I answered that right, but
Yeah, you're doing good.
thanks. I wish you would have told me I was underdressed today for this.
I literally told her she looks good, so.
So that matters. Thank you. Okay.
How has the town changed since you first opened?
I think obviously there's new developments and there's new people in town, but Wellsville has had a way of always keeping their core together of like their traditions. So to me, it doesn't seem like it's changed much. Gas prices have gone up, you know, new developments have gone in, like I mentioned, but it remains the same. Just that core feeling and ideal of Wellsville it's special.
Yeah, that's true. What role do local businesses play in keeping a small town alive?
Well, every small business supports each other in some form or fashion, and our whole goal is to attract the outside in, not only just to support our own community and providing, you know, things for gifts or clothing or whatever for their wants and needs, but
Yeah.
it is our goal to bring the outside in because those sales tax dollars, economic development wise, goes back to support our town. And that's a cool role for us to have, is to generate a flow of traffic that supports other businesses, supports ours, and increases those sales tax dollars. That's a good thing.
You go, girl. How do you advertise your business?
I could probably be better at that. Social media is a challenge for me because either I feel it or I don't. And I don't want to put content out there that's not real and not authentic. And I'm more than just a picture of a product. So I got to like feel it. So I probably could be better at that. Social media is pretty much, and word of mouth.
Yeah.
Or moments like this when your fine self is interviewing me. What?
Yeah, I told her that she should do like crazy outfits, you know, and like put them together, put on some shades, and like do those TikToks where you like jump in the air and you change into different outfits.
You know, I have those on my social media. I should lean into doing that more.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be so fun. Or like sniffing a candle. It smells so good.
And my Elvis outfit with my red wig.
Yeah.
I could try that.
Get millions of views.
Wow. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Has social media helped your business grow at all?
Well, yeah. I think it ebbs and flows with what's important and what's going on in the world right now. And sometimes, like during COVID, people needed an outlet. And I think that my audience continued to grow during COVID and even just out on the road. Now I always feel like, have they already seen this already? Do I want to put that back out? And so I do think it's grown my business, but it helps the outside of this little area, meaning drivable distance, see it, and so they could order off the website. I need to probably be more efficient there,
Yeah.
just honestly.
I mean,
Maybe I just need to split myself and me be a better marketer.
so we need 3 of her now.
I think there's probably 3 up here anyway.
Has inflation or rising prices affected your business?
I think it would be silly to say that the trends of gas prices going up, cost of shipping goes up. I mean, it affects everybody, no matter where you shop. Even prices, if the Dollar Tree is no longer a dollar, everything's going up. So you just kind of have to put that in perspective, that it's going to ebb and flow.
Yeah, that's true. What's the hardest financial part of owning a small business?
The hardest financial part? Taking risks. And you know what a lot of people don't realize, we order all this stuff or we make all this stuff and we don't make money until somebody purchases it. So then you have to be very thoughtful in what you're putting in your store and what you're setting on if it's not moving. So I think sometimes that is the toughest thing, is, am I making a good decision on this, and will other people like it?
That's true too.
It is tough.
Because I wanted some boots and they were selling fast. When that last time, I was like, oh, I need to put these aside until I get some money. I wanted it for Nashville. And now I'm going to go to Nashville soon, so I get to wear them. I'm so excited.
It's about darn time.
I wore them 3 times already, too.
Well, those boots were made for walking, girl, so get them on and start a walking.
I'm always wearing tennis shoes, guys.
Nothing wrong with that.
Do you think small town businesses get enough support?
I do, because I think small town America matters still. It is the core of what makes our great nation so wonderful. It's the small communities that are threaded together to make something bigger. And it keeps it real, to me personally.
That's true. What advice would you give someone wanting to open a small business in a small town?
I mean, I did it a little bit differently than other people. You know, I don't want to say I had a middle-age crisis and decided to leave a great paying job just to open some shop. It was a progressive evolution for me. I started out on the road. I tried to get an idea of what people liked and what they were inspired by, and then that just kind of transitioned into actually having a store. A lot of things in the store are the displays, and trying to find what's cost effective and things like that. It's just, I don't know. Did I stay on track there?
Yeah, you're doing great.
Oh gosh. I got a lot to say.
Where do you see your business in 5 years? Owning the business. I'm just kidding.
Well, 5 years ago, because we've been here 5 years, I would have never seen me here.
What?
I know. I didn't know that 5 years ago that I would have a storefront still. I just thought it was a temporary pop-up. So to me, it's like, So I don't ever want to limit it to what it could be in 5 years. I'm open to anything. In 5 years, you just don't know.
Yeah, that is true too. Because
it could
I
be
didn't
even
even know.
bigger and better.
Yeah, I didn't even know I was gonna have my own podcast, and look at me.
You go. Maybe I'll have a podcast and I'll interview you.
Yeah, you should. You should start one. You could do it here.
Okay.
What motivates you to keep going during difficult times?
Whether it's personal or professional, I feel like those tough times carve out who we truly are, and how we respond to them defines us as a person and our character. So I don't know. I kind of feel like, how Taylor Swift always writes a song about boyfriends or whatever. I always feel like if I've had a negative experience, something beautiful will come from it on the other end through my art, or maybe it's a cool shirt that I ordered that says the things that I need for it to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is supporting local businesses important?
Because you're supporting the backbone of America.
Yeah, okay.
Don't you think?
Okay.
Boom. I do think that small businesses are so vital because everybody's got their own personality. There's enough places out in the world for all of us to thrive and survive. Just be unique and be an individual and don't copy off of everybody, and everybody gets along well and everybody thrives and grows.
That is true. For prom, my boyfriend got his tuxedo here. We actually got, some people were talking about you doing tuxedos, and me and Caleb were like, oh, that's perfect, because you're right in town. So Caleb looks so hot, so good. She did that.
Well, the thing about it is, I didn't go to school and think I want to grow up and rent a tuxedo, or that wasn't in my trajectory. Actually, Sarah had said, hey, Michelle, would you be interested in taking this over? And blindly, I said, sure, why not? I mean, I had no idea at that time when I said yes, all the people I would get to meet in this community. And primarily, my focus was serving Wellsville. Well, then word got out in Baldwin and Gardner Edgerton and Mill Valley. I've had people from Olathe, Spring Hill, Lewisburg, Prairie View, Ottawa, Central Heights, West Franklin, and all those schools I've had students from that have come here, and now I'm doing weddings. So I think that's pretty cool to be able to do that.
Pretty cool. I did see her post about like different schools doing their like little prom things and them wearing their tuxedos. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I just think boys matter too. And for some reason, it's all about the dress. I have 2 boys and 1 girl. So I do have experience from that end, but I am a girl. And I feel like we put so much emphasis on that dress. It's the boys' prom too.
Yeah, that is true.
And I think they should have a say. And when they look in the mirror for the first time, I just feel like it's magical, absolutely magical. And they think, I didn't know I could look so good. I'm like, oh, it fills my heart, my mom heart. I'm like, oh, that's great. Love it.
Yeah, Caleb was like all insecure about it and everything, and she was just hyping him up. She goes, you look good. You look good.
And I wouldn't tell people if they didn't. I just feel like there's a glow to each person. I don't like to just give idle compliments, but there is something when they look in the mirror, they all shine so bright. It's so cool.
See, guys, you need to get your tux. What else do you have coming up? Is there more weddings coming up?
Oh, it's definitely wedding season. I have a lot of weddings coming through, and in the fall, which is another wedding season.
Yeah, that is. It gets
And then-
really busy in the fall.
And then it's prom season again. So
Do you have anything else you'd like to say?
all the school districts get together and spread out your proms and not do it on 2 weekends. That's just a personal preference. I mean, I'm one person and I can divide myself only so many ways. And so are the rest of all the vendors, like florists and other tux people. And let's spread that out.
That is so true.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
I can do that, right?
Yeah.
What inspired you to go out and visit with us small businesses here in Wellsville?
Well, I feel like obviously they get business, but I wanted to see like how they feel and how their experience is like in this small town. Even with like people moving in and out of the town and like people going to college, I didn't know like how much business you guys got, but it seems like your regulars obviously are still here with you. So.
Absolutely. And even when people stay in an Airbnb, they'll come over and visit with us. And it's so great, small town. And you were you born and raised here, or did you move here at a certain point?
I moved here at a certain point. So I moved here in, I think it was 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm from San Lorenzo, California, so.
Bigger town?
Yeah.
So what was that like for you to go from a bigger town to a smaller town?
Oh, so crazy. I'm an outsider, so I don't really know, like, I don't know, everyone here is, like, knows each other, so I'm obviously trying to get known here and trying to get my business out more, like, because I run my DJ business, so.
And you're a woman-owned small business, so you know what it's like to roll up your sleeves and seek and find out more information.
Yeah.
So good for you.
Yeah, it hasn't been rough at all, guys. Like, I feel the word of mouth is really nice. Like, people are always supporting you in any way they can.
And sharing a post. I mean,
Yeah.
you walked in today. I had crazy rainy hair that was not attractive whatsoever because I'm washing like a redneck plants out on front, hoping that nobody's going to steal them because I'm washing them from the gutters because it's raining. I don't know why. It just seemed inventive and not a waste of water. So I'm glad you came in.
Thank you. I'm glad I got to interview you.
Well, thanks. Next time, give me a heads up on the clothing.
I figured. I figured you were going to say that.
Well, you guys come in. Come see me. Come see Bert and support this small town, this great community that is just like none other. I do feel like it's a Hallmark movie town.
It is. Mm-hmm. We have one light.
I love it.
It is
I love
so cute.
it. It's adorable.
It's like our stop sign, but it's pretty cute.
It's cute.
Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Peace out.
Okay, guys, so thank you for watching. I tried my best to get to talk to some businesses. I'm gonna do a part 2 for sure because I didn't get the antique store and like my aunt's funeral home. I'll probably get that in there. I don't really know yet. And then maybe the gas station and Chili's because I'm trying to get like the whole street involved, but I don't really know. So if you would like to be in it and talk and let me know like how it goes. Obviously, I'm trying to like get more of like shops and restaurant coffee shop kind of vibe. So I don't know. I'm like trying to fit everyone into this. So this is part 1 and then I'm gonna do a part 2. So hopefully I can get everyone in. I did have to do the Mexican restaurant by myself. It's okay. So maybe I'll try next time, part 2, get that in. So thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.